see here, testing 1 2 1 2 testing. Let me know in the comments if you guys are able to hear me, guys. Welcome to another live stream, guys. Excited to have you all here. Today's Tuesday, July 30th. So if you're watching the replay, welcome. My name is Pedro. We do other live streams, but also that we talk about Forex trading and we look at the markets together. So I'm excited to have you all here. I'm going to wait for a couple more people to join in. In the meantime, I'm actually going to put this over here on our other screen just to see here. I want to see what direction the market is telling us it wants to go. For me today, it looks like we're going to be looking mainly for shorts on gold. But we're going to have to wait and see kind of what the market's going to give us here. So let's just wait and see what it's going to be. We got Walking HK, long time no see, Pedro. Yes sir, yes sir. Excited to have you here, bro. So a lot of you guys have been wondering what's been going on. Obviously, you know, the comment right there from Rising Trader, you have to understand that there's a lot of stuff, even including personal stuff that people go through. Like, I have no obligation to be doing these live streams. There's no obligation, guys. It's just what it is, right? But I do this because I want to be able to help you guys. Obviously, I took a long break because I needed it. You know, there's a lot going on in terms of personal matter, which obviously to me it's important. You know, family matter, family importance is number one. So I wanted to make sure that is kind of like corrected before I would start doing anything else, right? So when anyone says consistency or showing up every day, Pedro, doing this, I get it, I totally do. But you also have to understand that I have my life and I have no obligation to be showing up here every day, right? There's no obligation. I'm not getting paid for it. I'm doing it out of just pure, you know, because I want to help you guys out. I want to give back to the community as much as I can. So I hope you also understand where I'm coming from, right? Because I have a lot of stuff on my plate, which I want to figure out first, right? So obviously with anything, I've done trading for already now about 5.5 going on to 6 years. With trading, of course, it requires discipline and consistency, which I've been doing this entire time, because if it weren't for firstly God and after trading, I wouldn't be where I am in terms of financially, right? Where I am and stuff. So I'm definitely thankful to God first and foremost, and I'm thankful to trading as well, because God put trading in my path. And because of trading, we've been able to buy our home. We've been able to do a lot of things that we maybe wouldn't have been able to without trading. So absolutely, trading requires discipline. Trading requires showing up every single day. But YouTube is the other thing that also requires, if you want to grow your channel, requires every single day showing up, right? Obviously, like I said earlier, I was very consistent for 1.5 years. For a very long time, I was very consistent showing up every single day. But like I said, for personal matters, right, I needed some time off, right? So right now, it's just been a lot better situation. Now, obviously, I'm just trying to adjust back into the routine aspect of things, because it becomes essentially like a routine. You have to show up every single day, even when you don't feel like it, right? And so that's part of discipline, right? That's how discipline works and stuff. So, and aside from that, I had a lot of people, a lot of you guys actually messaged me telling me, Pedro, you know, we missed the live streams and stuff like that. So obviously, like I said, I kind of went back and I said, you know what, I did this for you guys, and I do miss it as well, and I wish I could come back, right? So here I am. Obviously, I'm trying to adjust to a schedule that makes sense for me. So until we don't have that, the best advice I can give you guys is to actually have your notification bell active on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. So you click on the bell icon and it'll say all notifications. That way, at least whenever I do come on live or I post a new video, you are going to be aware when I'm live, right? Until we figure out a proper schedule and based off of when I'm gonna be showing up, when are the live streams gonna be, and so on, right? But until then, like I said, this is kind of the plan that we have going on. Okay. Okay, so likewise, I'm happy to see all of you guys. You know, that's why I'm back. And I'm just trying to figure out that schedule, and we'll go from there. Okay, so let's continue and let's look at gold. I really focused in the last few months a lot on just focusing on gold, US 30, Nasdaq, but mainly gold, guys. Like I've had great success with it with my VIP members. Like we've been playing, like we haven't stopped actually since I took the break with trading gold, and I'm pretty surprised. Like once you start kind of understanding the flow of how gold tends to move in the market and understanding certain areas, you can actually, like, I know gold can be a bit confusing and stuff, but it's actually not as bad as you may think, right? So let's just remove everything and start fresh. I want to show you guys kind of like a top-down analysis so I can help you guys. I want to give you guys as much value as possible. So let's start off with the daily. I don't want to go so far out into the weekly, monthly, whatever, right? But let's start off in the daily, guys. And one of the things I do notice that is a strong indicator to me is I notice this strong major key level right here, okay? This is a major key level of structure that is on the daily time frame. Now, not only this, but the daily actually ended up closing well within this major resistance area. So to me, this is kind of like, okay, this is a good area that we want to keep an eye on, okay? But before I continue here, are you guys able to hear me well? I just want to make sure you guys are hearing me well. Let me know or give me a thumbs up if you guys are able to hear me well. Because I'm not using the microphone, I'm just using my computer. I now have I finally got the iMac Pro for you guys for the live stream. This thing was freaking expensive, but it's super fast. There's no lag. So yeah, let me know. I just want to make sure you guys are able to hear. I'm gonna just check here. Okay, perfect. Beautiful. This thing's amazing. Guys, you have no idea. This thing is so fast, it's insane. Like the computer that I have now. So it's perfect for the live streams. By the way, let's get it to 10 likes, chat. Let's get it to 10 likes. I love this. So I'm just going to share this to our free Telegram community to let them know that we're live. Okay, that's all I'm doing right now. And then we're going to continue this breakdown because, again, I want to trade today. I want to see if we have an opportunity together, okay? Let's see. Perfect. Okay. All right, beautiful. So yeah, I like to mark off, let's say the daily and 4 hour. Those are kind of my main zones I want to mark off. This is kind of an area I would say here on the 4 hour would be a lot more cleaner. Other than that, I don't want to mark too far out, so let's just leave it like that. Now let's go down to the 4 hour. What do I see in the 4 hour time frame? I could see the market coming down to this area down here, this sell side liquidity over here at these lows over here. By the end of the day, we are kind of in this downwards trend here on the 4 hour time frame. We closed back in on the 4 hour here with a strong momentum closure. We're pulling back here at a 4 hour order block. Everything to me is indicating clean sell continuations. However, before we actually continue here, I want to make sure that we have all of our major key levels marked off. It's crucial for us to have these areas marked off because at least I'm able to know where we are in the market, okay? This could also be an area here, and that's pretty much it. I just want to mark off like the daily and 4 hour. So this is obviously a daily and 4 hour area of structure. This one here is a nice 4 hour area of structure, so we'll just mark it off 4 hour. Most likely it's gonna be a 1 hour as well, but we'll just mark this off here quickly. All right, so we're gonna put here 4 hour, perfect. Okay, so let's go down to the 1 hour here. Just wanna kind of zoom in a little bit now. So actually, let me just double check here. This is also a 1 hour zone here, so this would be a 1 hour right around here, okay? So 1 hour right there. Yeah. And then I'm just gonna mark it off here. 1 hour. Perfect. We also have a 1 hour OB right here. Okay. So we have 1 hour OB, 1 hour OB. 1 sec, 1 hour OB. Okay, so next, we know that everything is indicating bearish. Even on our higher time frames, we're indicating bearish structure. 1 hour, we're coming to this 1 hour order block. Great. We have a clear breaker structure here on the 30. What did this was last night 10, 4 a.m. Yeah, so this is all of yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. Perfect. So let's go down to the 15. Okay, nice. So on the 15 we have, so again, I'm gonna move this over here, okay? But we know there's a 1 hour order block, so I'm just gonna move it up higher here. What I want to do is, we got a clear breaker structure in our favor here, to the downside, okay? And we also have a nice 15-minute OB right here. And this thing might just continue to melt, and it is what it is. If we don't get that pullback, it is what it is, man. I'm not going to chase the trade. Yeah, I'm not here to chase trades, guys, okay? Let me know what you guys think so far. Are you guys understanding that explanation so far on gold? Good? You guys understanding it so far? Just want to make sure we're good, okay? Okay, so next. And again, like if we get a nice retracement, it's not like we're not catching too much. So like, let's say it pulls back around here. We have, it seems like an imbalance here, but let's say it pulls back here, we do a, let's say a 35 pip stop, and we target like a 1 to 2, which would be right here. It's right there, literally at the 1 hour. So look at that. So that would be about 71 pips, you know, risking about 30 pips or so. We got Rising Trader, where is your first support in gold at? Well, if I were to look at a potential support area, it would be that 1 hour area here, bro. So I would say that is what would be significant to me. So it would be definitely this 1 hour zone here, but I see it might just go straight down, right? But my next support zone here would be this area here, which is that 1 hour area structure, which is around 2384, 100, okay? 0.100. That's the thing, right? And the thing is, could I have gotten here at the top? Yeah, there's like a double top. Yeah, sure, but that's just, I'm not following my rules here, right? I need to be following my rules, and my rules say that I need to wait for that retracement. If I don't get that retracement, it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. I wait till after 9:30. I wait till after, you know what I mean? So maybe 8:30 volume, we start seeing market come back up. Okay, great. Then we're getting closer to what we want. But until then, I'm going to patiently wait for the market to give me my potential entry here. Otherwise, I'm not entering, right? We have an imbalance here. Okay, there's an imbalance here in the market, which is great. I like to see that. Right? Yeah. And that's all I really need. Like 71 pips, that's all you really need. You don't need that much, you know what I mean? You do not need that much. Yeah, you don't need that much here, chat. So what I'm gonna do, all right, I'm just gonna set an alert here, chat, and I'm gonna put here getting close to entry. Okay. All right, chat. So we've got an alert set. So we'll just have to wait and see once gold pulls back. Most likely, like I said, Might give us a nice retracement once we get 830 volume, and then we should see it come all the way back down. By the way, welcome to anyone that's just joining us for the first time, guys. Welcome to the family. Excited to have you here. All right. If it's your first time, don't be shy. Come say hi. Even if you get that engulfing candle here and it looks like it's going to go down, trust me, the market will sometimes even surprise you. It'll surprise you. It'll come back, and you know what I mean? It'll do what it has to do. Trust me. Trust me, trust me, trust me. We got also another 5-minute OB right here. This is our optimal entry area. Not only that, we also took buy side liquidity here at the highest. You see how the market pushed up, right? And then now it's coming down. We took some buy side liquidity here, right over here, right? So, yeah. But let me know, guys, if you're so far understanding what I'm explaining here. I just want you guys to know and learn as much as possible, right? Just kind of understand my strategy and how I look at the markets and stuff. By the way, if you guys haven't followed me as well on my Instagram, go check it out, guys. It's pedrofxofficial. Again, it's pedrofxofficial. And that is my new Instagram. I post 3 times a day. 3 times a day consistently. So if you haven't followed me on there, go follow me on there right now, because I'm telling you, the value I provide on Instagram, like, you know what I mean, is insane. I'm telling you. Like, you know, I do a lot of motivational videos and stuff like that, especially with trading and stuff like that. So if you haven't already, guys, you guys can go follow me. You'll see it at the top of the chat. Or not the, well, you see it at the top of the chat, but you'll see it at the top of the live stream. You see where it says pedrofxofficial, little Instagram logo. If you go follow me on there, trust me, you will not regret following me. I post consistently. I haven't stopped, but I've been posting consistently 3 times a day. So 3 reels a day. And like I said, I post trading stuff, but I also post motivational. I think the motivational ones I've gotten great feedback from. I had one video blow up to 144,000 views, which is kind of my first viral video. And I think, you know, it's just great seeing like the impact of people. A lot of people wanting to give up trading, a lot of people wanting to, you know what I mean? And I think that these videos are really helping a lot of people, you know, in their trading journey, and just also like just feeling motivated, right? So if you haven't already, go follow me on there. I'm telling you, it's going to be worth it. And again, the Instagram username is pedrofxofficial on Instagram, okay? pedrofxofficial. Okay. Just give me 2 seconds here, chat. If you have any questions, ask away in the chat. Also, let me know what other pairs you guys are kind of eyeing this morning. Like I said, this is what I'm looking at for gold. Pretty solid. Again, I'm not going to rush into it. We have some 9 o'clock news. Also, we have 8:30 open. I want to wait. We've got about 10 minutes for 8:30 open. I'd like to see a retracement. There is an imbalance in the market. Like to see it maybe tap into the 15-minute order block, and then we should see a nice clean continuation to the downside. This is my overall outlook in the market for gold. And then we're going to take a look right now at US 30 and Nasdaq together. But I kind of wanted to see, you know, what other things you guys are looking at in terms of pairs. There we go. See? Do you see how it's starting to pull back, guys? Do you see what I mean? That's why I said wait till 8:30 open. A lot of people get desperate. Oh, it's going down. It's gonna come down here, right? But what guarantees you? You don't know. There's no guarantee it's gonna come all the way down for sure, right? So this is what I'm talking about: being patient, waiting for the market to come to you, come to your entry. If it doesn't give you your entries, you do not enter. It's that simple. It's that simple, guys. Right? It's that simple. Right? Keep it clean, keep it simple. That's all it takes. That's all it takes, guys. Okay? Now, if you were to draw trend lines and stuff like that, like let's say you're a trend line trader and stuff, you could draw the trend line like that and be like, okay, it's broken, it's gonna pull back up just to continue going down further. You could look at it that way if you will. I don't really trade trend lines anymore. I used to, but I don't really trade anymore because, well, if you look at it here, you would say, well, the trend line's broken to the upside now, right? So it's just, in my eyes, it's not really as reliable in that sense, right? So I don't use them as much anymore. Just focus on market structure, keep it clean. All right, just keep it clean, focus on market structure. Right, what's the market trying to tell us here, right? So let it do its thing. Once we get some more volume, you'll see how the market will react. And if it keeps going, it keeps going. Like you know what I mean? You don't stress about missing the trade, missing the opportunity. We're not chasing the opportunity here. You know what I mean? Okay. So let's take a look here. Let's kind of leave this here. We've got the alert set. We've got our analysis in place here for gold. Let's look at US 30 and see what are we anticipating for US 30. So let's go up to the higher time frames. Let's see here. All right. So we've got this daily area here. We've got could probably a 4-hour zone too, but let's see here. Yeah. Okay, perfect. So it's a daily and 4-hour here. We We also have another 4-hour resistance right here. Okay. I'm gonna mark it off here, chat, because it is important to mark it off. This is a daily and a 4-hour. One second here, chat. Okay, so let's continue here. So what are we looking at? So again, we've marked off our levels. We go down to the 1 hour here just to see. Again, 1 hour, the zone's pretty set. Everything's pretty set, but I want to make sure on the 4 hour, what are we looking at? So we were bearish, we broke above, we're coming to this zone. I could see the market rejecting this zone here. We may be looking at buy positions here. It's pretty clear. We may be looking at buy positions or buy continuations here for US30. If that is the case, it kind of makes logical sense as well, because gold would be also going up as well, I mean down as well. So if US30 gains some strength here, you know, kind of historically, we can assume that it's going to continue to go higher. Let's kind of mark this off like this. Perfect. Okay, so if we look at it here as well, so we've got these key levels marked off. We are kind of within this range, that's fine. I don't really care if it's within the range here, because we could also be looking at the market buying from these lows here. So let's see here. Yeah, so I would say really depends how this closes here, but we could be looking for good buys here, chat. This could be definitely looking for decent buys here. Either I'd like to buy, look for long positions here on US30. Either if this closes in bullish here, we could see kind of like a double bottom form, and then we could come to the highs. Or we could see a scenario where if that closes still bearish, we can come down to these lows over here, and then we see kind of like a double bottom, and then we could see continuation. But I'm looking for buys overall here for US30. That's kind of what we're looking at here for this instrument. See what's going on here with gold. So yeah, that's what I see with US30 here, chat. All right, let's take a look at Nasdaq here. So we've hit 830. You can see that 15-minute candle could indicate a potential reversal back up. Let's see what happens. We're starting to get a little bit more volume here. Let's see what happens. Let's see if it gives us the retracement. If not, it is what it is. At the end of the day, I'm not chasing the trade, chat. You know what I mean? I'm not going to chase the trade. It's that simple. We have to be patient enough to wait for the trade to come to us. Right? We're not going to chase the trade. Okay, let's see what's going on here with Nasdaq. All right, chat. So let's see. So if we look at it, we're actually at this daily support, which is great. Other than that, we have a little bit of a resistance here, but seems like it could break through that. Another area is here. This could be a 4-hour, so I'm just gonna go down to the 4-hour and see what it is. Yeah, it is a 4-hour resistance here. I'll mark that off right there. That's pretty much it here, chat. Like, let's actually look here on the daily. So daily's also looking quite bearish. However, we could be short-term bullish. We could come up to this resistance area over here before we end up kind of pushing down further. So that is something that I'm definitely going to keep an eye on. Again, this is a daily and 4-hour area of structure. Okay. Let me just copy this here because this area here as well, we're looking at a daily and 4-hour. Okay, as well as here. I'm just gonna wait for a couple more people to join in. So I think short term we may be looking for buys. However, we are still just in sells, right? Like everything is still indicating sells here. We're at a weekly order block. However, we could start seeing a deeper retracement here on this weekly order block. This daily is showing that, the market may continue to go higher. So yeah, I would say short-term buys for sure, but I'd just be very, very cautious, right? Very, very cautious. I want a clear indication that that's the direction the market wants to go. Otherwise, I'm not really interested in this case. Let's see here. So we've got a 1 hour support here, which is great as well too. Yeah. So we could be looking at buys here, chat, for Nasdaq. And we don't have much volume right now, which is fine. However, things can definitely change. Let's see how gold is. So like I said, right now, if anything, I'd like to see some sort of an impulse, right? Like I don't see anything that indicates, for me to comfortably look for buy positions. If anything, I want the market to pull back down. If we could get the market to pull back here into this zone here, then I'd be more comfortable looking for buys here for Nasdaq. Otherwise, I wouldn't want to look for buys. So I'd like to see the market maybe give us a retracement something like that, before we actually end up looking for buy positions here for Nasdaq.
That's kind of my overall outlook. Again, right, I'm not saying that
that's going to happen for sure, but it's just to give you guys kind of a rough idea of what we can anticipate. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at here, chat. All right, let's go back to gold and see what's going on. So it's 840. Are we getting a retracement or not? So close. I mean, it's almost coming back up, but it's coming back down. Let's see. I need to get that retracement in my zone. Otherwise, I'm not looking to enter this market. It's that simple. So we just got to be patient, chat. We got to wait. All right, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Obviously, we're not getting volume, so my theory is we're waiting until 9 a.m. News. That's what I think is happening here, chat. That's what I think is gonna happen. Maybe with the 9:30 news, we should be able to see, or not 9:30. 9 a.m. news, we should see the market give us some sort of a retracement here, or like volume kick in. And then obviously 9:30 volume, we should be good. There we go. I'd rather wait though. I want it to come back after the news. So once we get the news, I don't want to be getting in during the news, if you know what I mean. Should be getting some more volume kick in here, chat. All right, so now it's just a waiting game, chat. It's literally just wait patiently, wait for the market to do what it has to do. So here with US 30, market is pulling back, like we said. So scenario 2 is happening here, where it might just pull back down. I want to tap into here, then we can start looking for longs. So we just gotta wait, keep waiting here. It's gonna pull back nicely. We got 10 minutes left here for 9 o'clock news, and then I think we have 10 o'clock news if I'm not wrong. Let me just check here. So yeah, we got 9 a.m. news, which is orange folder, and then we have Jolts job openings at 10 a.m., which is gonna be a major impact news. So we'll see what happens here. That major news could go in our favor, or it could throw things off. So let's see if we get a window of opportunity within the 9 a.m. kind of thing, and then let's see. Let's see what happens here, chat. Also, guys, if you guys are new to the family, anyone that's just joining us, welcome to the family. Excited to have you here. Yeah, excited to have you all here, man. Like I said, we're just waiting for gold here to give us some sort of a retracement. Like I said, we have 9 a.m. news. It is orange folder, so let's see what happens here. There's not much we can do other than just wait and see what happens. But like I said, this should be a decent setup here, chat. We got Rising Trader. I'm passing a single prop account by losing 3 accounts by following a strategy. Is that worth it? I'm passing a single prop account by losing 3 accounts. Like, I don't know. Like, just explain a little bit more in detail, bro, because I don't understand what you mean by you're losing 3 accounts. Like, what do you mean? Like, do you mean you're just kind of gambling it and then whichever one hits kind of thing and then you pass it? Is that what you're referring to? Like, just be a little bit more specific for me, and then that way I can kind of, you know. Let's see, should be getting some more volume here, man. Soon. We've got about 5 minutes left. Like I said, guys, if you haven't already, start following me on my Instagram. My Instagram is pedrofxofficial. Okay, pedrofxofficial. There's no other. There's fake ones, so just be careful. It literally doesn't have underscore. There's no dash. There's nothing. It's pedrofxofficial. No underscore, no dash, nothing like that. Just pedrofxofficial. Okay. So yeah, just make sure you guys go follow me on there, on Instagram. Okay. All right, guys, we got 4 minutes left. Let's see what happens. Let's see if this moves it. If not, then I think the market is slowly and patiently waiting for 10 a.m. news. Okay, we got my man Rising Trader. Suppose I'm owning 3 prop firm accounts, and out of 3, 1 will get passed and 2 will be breached. Is that worth it? That losing 2 accounts for clearing 1 prop firm? No, I don't think it's worth it, bro. Hell no. I mean, if you have to reach a point where you have to risk 2 accounts, which is money, obviously, like a decent amount of money. Let's say it's a 200K account, that's like 2 grand, if not more. To be able to just pass 1, at that point, to me, that's just gambling. You know what I mean? Because you're just hoping that 1 hits, and then hoping that the other 2 or 1 hits out of the 3. You know what I mean? So at that point, like, you're not trading it with an edge. You're not trading it with a clear plan, right? Instead of like you saying, okay, you know what, I've got this 1 challenge. I'm gonna start with this 1 challenge, and I'm just gonna focus on my strategy, if you have a strategy, and I'm going to perfect it as best as I can. And the thing is, the problem with prop firms, I'm a funded trader with FTMO. Okay, the problem with prop firms is that they're great if you know how to utilize them. The problem is that most people go into the prop firms with the wrong mindset. Now, what am I saying about wrong mindset? What I'm referring to, the problem is that when they go into the prop firm space, right, they go into it with the mindset of, crap, I gotta pass this challenge, I gotta pass phase 1, phase 2, I need to get funded so that I can get a payout and then I can make some money and then I can leverage. Yeah, of course, we're aware, and subconsciously we're aware that, hey, you know what, frick, like I could leverage a 100K account or 200K account and get, like, you know, a decent payout. I could be making, like, even if I make 10%, I could be making, like, you know, 10 grand, 20 grand, right? Like, I understand that, and trust me, that's the whole point of prop firms, is to be able to leverage that to our advantage as best as possible. Now, here's the thing. The problem with that is that if you're so heavily focused on the money aspect of things when you're trading and not focusing on the actual process of trading, I feel that that's the problem where a lot of traders go wrong, including myself, that I went through that as well, is that you're focusing so much on the money aspect that it distracts you from actually just, you know, progressing as a trader and actually, you know, going through the process and actually being able to actually finally pass phase 1, pass phase 2, and actually get funded and actually get a payout, right? And so that's the thing, is like, you're already starting, unfortunately, like, if you're asking for my opinion, again, and I say this in a humble way, if you're asking for my opinion, bro, I would personally think that that's just gambling, because at this point you're just hoping that 1 of the 3 accounts hits, and I hope 1 of them hits. Okay, great, let's say 1 of them hits, right? Now what? Are you gonna just trade with your strategy, or are you, you know what I mean? So you gotta be very, very careful, because that's kind of like a gray area. You don't want to just kind of gamble it and be like, well, I hope 1 hits, and then I'll pass phase 1, then pass phase 2, and then, oh, I happen to get funded, you know what I mean? Just because. So, like, you have to detach yourself, the money aspect from trading and the money aspect from prop firms. So when you do the prop firms and you're doing a challenge, don't feel pressured in the fact that, oh, I need to get to that 10K target, I need to get to that 8K target, you know what I mean? Instead, look at it as a thing of like, okay, this is a great opportunity, cool, I'm just gonna keep trading this like I normally would with any other account. This is nothing special, this is just a normal account that I have access to. I'm gonna focus on the charts, I'm gonna focus on the setups that come up, and that's what I'm gonna focus on. When you start focusing less on the money, you start focusing more on the charts, you will notice a difference in your trading massively, 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 right? So that's kind of what I would say. There you go. So we got King City in the house. Let's go, my man. I have my personal funded, and I also have trading my IRA account on TradeStation. There you go, my man. Like, that's what I'm saying, right? Like, you really have to detach yourself from the money aspect, right? So don't put all your eggs in one basket and just hope that, you know, 1 of them hits, 1 of them passes, because I pass challenges like that too, man. Like, I would, in one hit, like a 200K account, I remember I sent it to VIP, the trade, and I screenshot it. I even have it on my vision board. I screenshot it. I was like, it was 13K profit, and the target was 20K. And that 13K ended up hitting the 20K because I held it. But at that point, I was very well over trading. I was over trading at that point, right? Which I know personally, I know I shouldn't have, right? So could you pass it? Yes. Is it responsible or sustainable? No. You know what I mean? And that's really where it comes down to, right? So yeah, bro, like I'm telling you, like just because I want to help you, I don't want you to go into the same path or same mistakes I've done, you know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying is like I went to that mistake, and yeah, I would pass challenges, 200K challenges like a cakewalk, right? Oh yeah, man, I just made 20K in a day and I passed the challenge in phase 1, boom, 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 done. But then in reality, was it really sustainable when I wanted to actually, when I got to phase 2 or when I got funded, and then I'd blow the funded account because I was so used to, okay, well, this is gonna hit, this is gonna hit, this is gonna hit. And so it just became like a gambling mindset instead of like, hey, this is a probability, it could hit. If it doesn't hit, great, I'm only risking 2 grand, right? If it hits, great, I made 5 grand, cool. But again, you can be aware of what you're risking and be like, okay, I'm aware I'm risking 2 grand. I'm aware I could potentially make, 5, 6K. But at the end of the day, you have to kind of put that to the side and be like, okay, let's focus on the charts. Let's focus on, letting the market come to me. Once it comes to me, it activates, great, perfect. Let me manage my risk. As soon as it reaches 20 pips, move your stop loss to entry, or 25 pips, move your stop loss to entry. Perfect. Take partial profits once it hits TP1. Great. Now you made something at least. Perfect. Oh, now market's slowly retracing back to break even. Boom, knocks me out. Perfect. I still took something out of the market and I still managed my risk. It's like right here. I could get desperate, for example, and just say, you know what? This gave us a break of structure. It's retesting. Okay, I'm going to enter here. For example, I could get desperate. I could do that. Or I could be patient and say, okay, you know what? Let me wait, because most likely the market wants to grab liquidity, right over here. There is an imbalance in the market. Okay, 1 second here, and most likely the market's going to knock out this liquidity, grab more fuel, okay, and then most likely tap into my area of interest and then give me a retracement, right? So you have to like, if I get in, okay, well, let me just kind of pull this over here. If I get in, the only damage I'm doing is to myself. You know what I mean? If I get in here, look how, if the market does pull back, it would knock me out, right? Or I have to do a massive stop loss, or a bigger stop loss in this case, right? So at the end of the day, you really have to just kind of like be patient with it and detach yourself from the money aspect or the desperation of, I need to get into a trade today, regardless of the fact I need to get in a trade. Once you remove that aspect of things, like, look, the market, look, it's good. See what I mean? Grabbing liquidity now, right? Great, but I still needed to tap into my area of interest. If it doesn't tap into my area of interest, I'm not entering. It's that simple. Look, there we go. Liquidity has been taken. Great. So I'm going to put this here. Great, liquidity has been taken. Imagine if I would have entered here, because I feel it's going to continue to go down. And that's the biggest mistake a lot of traders do. They feel it's starting to go down, and they get with the emotion of the candle, and the candle's going down, bro. Well, the candle's going up. I'm going for buys. You know what I mean? But it's like, in reality, bro, every candle, if you think about it, bearish, bullish, whatever, when you see those wicks, that candle, when it, let's say for example, like this candle right here, right? This looked bearish, right? If we go back in time and we say, okay, you know what? This wick that was formed here looked bearish. It looked like it was probably most likely maybe going to come down to these lows. You never know, right? Again, I'm just trying to hypothetically, right? Because it looked bearish. In your eyes, you'd probably be like, well, it's probably going to come to this support here. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. This support here, right? And it's probably going to continue to go down, right? But in reality, you can't base it off emotions, because remember, this fluctuates, right? And then look what it ended up doing. It ended up closing like that, right? Still bearish, but in a weak bearish candle, ended up engulfing this whole area and ended up going to the upside, right? So what I'm saying is, you can't base your trades off of emotion, and especially just from wanting to get into a trade or from wanting to look at it from the profit aspect. And again, this has nothing to do now with my man Rising Trader. I'm just giving an example to everyone here, right? But yeah, we got my man Rising Trader. Thanks, Pedro, for the guidance. Absolutely, my man. That's what I'm here for, bro. That's what I'm here for. We got my man Kin City. I'm unfunded and RA risk about 1.5%, and on my personal risk about 2%. That's proper right there. That's pretty good, man. You know what I mean? That's really good risk management. Like you're not over risking, but at the same time, you're still risking enough for you to be like, okay, I'm making some decent profits here. You know what I mean? And even if I take a loss, it's not gonna kill me. You know what I mean? So I usually risk 1%. Sometimes I do 1.5, right? Again, I try to manage my account as best as I can. Like I said, I'm an FTMO funded trader. And so yeah, like gotta be careful, you know what I mean? You gotta be careful, guys. You know what I mean, chat? Like, it's not just going just because it looks good, you know? Even here, I want to see what the market's going to do. Is it going to come into my zone? Great, getting close to entry. Okay, alert's been triggered, guys. Okay, chat, alert's been triggered. Getting close to entry. I like it. Perfect. Don't want it to be too strong here, because at the end of the day, we're looking to short the market, right? So I'm not looking to buy it here. So just trying to make sure everything aligns, like everything here, right? Because this could continue to buy up, right? Because we're doing a short-term buy up here. So I just want to be smart here. I don't want to be. I want to see rejection. Great, imbalance has been tapped. I want to wait for the market to give me a decent entry here. You see how the market pulled back, and I was literally telling you guys, market's gonna pull back, then it's most likely gonna go down, right? Now, could the market close back above? Absolutely. You know what I mean? I'm not saying this is what's gonna happen. We don't know, right? But as a trader, I'm telling you my probability aspect of what I'm looking at. Okay, it's in my area of interest. Great. Where can I see the market potentially go? Great. This is what I'm gonna look. This is what I'm looking for. You know what I mean? So you look at the market as a, okay, great, if and then scenario. If this happens, this is what I'm doing. If this goes like this is what I'm doing, right? So when you start looking at the market that way, you start understanding, you know, what the market's trying to tell you, right? So. Okay, so chat, imbalance has been hit. I like that. I like that it's 9:08. I don't like the fact that we have news at 10 a.m., which I don't want to be trading during news at 10 a.m. We're getting a massive rejection there. I just want to see how this candle closes first. So we tapped into the 15. So I would probably start looking for entries soon, like here, because at this point we're already getting some nice rejections. So first target would be 54 pips. And start looking for potential sells here, chat. There's a strong zone here. It's reacting heavily. The reason being is because that's a strong 1 hour area of interest as well. So if you guys are wondering why there's like a massive rejection or massive reaction, that's why. All right, guys, I've entered some sells. I'm just gonna let, always, you know, letting BIP know. Just bear with me here. I don't know what's going on here with this thing. Trading view on the app is not the greatest here. don't know why my chart's not showing up here. I'm trying to like show the screenshot here. Come on. Let's see what happens here. So we've tapped into this area here of interest. Let's see what happens. Obviously we do have news and stuff, so market could be a bit volatile. Let's see what happens, guys. Let's see, because we are, let's see here, the 15, 1 hour. Let's see what happens. Because the market will be a bit, we've got that news coming at 10 a.m. So let's see. My stop loss is 40. So always with gold, I usually do about 40 pips stop loss. 40, 40, 45, but I would say 40 should be fine, but let's see what happens. Let's see what happens here, chat. Holy crap. Gold, what's going on here? What's going on here? Okay, it seems like stop loss has been activated. Okay, so lots of volume coming in. We just gotta wait patiently here, chat. Just wait here patiently. Let's see what happens here. Let's see how this, I think, what do we have, the 1 hour, 40 minutes? Yeah, let's just wait until after the news and see what happens. Let's see. So that pullback there was a bit aggressive. Let's see, we have that news coming up soon. Alright guys, so I'm just gonna wait and see what happens here. Waiting for after the news for sure. I'm just not really liking the market condition. Let's see here, US 30, we're seeing a nice rejection here. There's still 35 minutes before the 1 hour closes. The 1 hour could close above. That's why I'm kind of just gonna wait patiently till after 10 here. Yeah, because this thing could just keep going. All right, so we're just gonna wait here patiently and see what the market does. Okay. Till we don't have a clear direction, there's no point of us trying to figure out what's gonna happen here. So we gotta be smart here, chat. See, this is why we wait for the 1 hour chat. You see how the 1 hour is still going, it's not showing it's respecting that zone. So in my eyes, it's just, you gotta wait. You gotta wait here, chat. It's the reality of it. So this here would have been a great scenario here. So I'm just trying to see here. This would have been a much. I'm just trying to forward test here. This would have been a great scenario here. So this wouldn't have been break. This would have been the break above, like this. Then market came here, took liquidity. It is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Wow, US 30, look at that. Look at that, dude. Look at my analysis, too. I was spot on, dude. Wow. Look at that, guys. US 30. I was right for buys. Look at that. Alright guys, so I'm gonna call it a day for now. To be honest, like US 30 went off on us. Didn't quite give me the entry I would have wanted anyways. I would have wanted it to pull back here a little bit. I would have been able to take a buy here, but still didn't really quite give us entry. It went in our direction, as you could see obviously in my analysis, which is really nice. If we look at gold here, the entry for buys would have been a bit better. Even just focusing here on the 30-minute, we see structure was still bullish. Even though we had multiple breaks to the downside, structure still indicated to me that we were quite bullish in the sense that we were looking for buy continuations. So yeah, it's one of those things where it's best to kind of go with where the market is telling us it wants to go, if you know what I mean. We did have a double top formed here, so we were looking at potential sells, but overall it seemed like the market was quite still bullish, right? You can see even still here we had the market did break once here, broke once to the upside, so it's still kind of like, it was pulling back into the zone. There was a higher probability most likely it was going to respect that zone, which it did. It was actually a 1 hour area. Even looking at here on the 4 hour, that was also a very, 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 very well respected area. So it's one of those things where although we had a break to the downside, structure was still even on the 4-hour, indicating bearish. It just seems like it didn't want to continue to go down further. So it is what it is. We've got news in about 20 minutes, so we're gonna see what happens once we get the news going and stuff. But I just wanted to kind of close it off here, so we're not just kind of staring around. So either way, guys, appreciate you guys. Remember, always stay focused, consistent, regardless of the results. Stop focusing on the results, focus on just creating the best possible setups, the most highest probability setups, and instead of focusing on the money aspect of things, because trust me, if you focus on the money, then you're going to chase it away. Okay. Yeah, thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you all very, very much. Like I said, if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys go follow me on my Instagram at pedrofxofficial. Again, it's pedrofxofficial, and I look forward to seeing you guys. Follow me on there. Like I said, I do 3 reels a day, and I'm consistently posting on there all the time. And again, here on YouTube, make sure you guys are not only subscribed, but also have the little bell icon activated, so that if I do come on, when I do come on live, once we have a schedule in place, but when I do come on live, at least you're aware of it and you know when I'm live. Okay, guys. But yeah, just wanted to leave this in here, guys. Great day either way. News, let's see where news that ends up taking gold and what direction it wants to go, and we'll kind of go from there. All right, guys. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you guys later. Bye for now.